Now, most of you guys know that when MXGP 2019 came out, the advanced physics were basically garbage. You couldn't even really play the game. You would barely touch the gas and slide out and go down everywhere. Now, the game has been updated. The physics are in fact a little bit better. I can't deny that. I can't say they're perfect. I cannot say they are perfect, but they are better than they were at launch. So today I figured it would actually be an interesting idea to hop in and compare standard physics to advanced physics. So that's what we're doing here today. I can already guarantee to you guys that I'm gonna be going quicker on standard physics. It's as simple as that. I do think the advanced physics kind of bring you down to the AI level and make the game a little more competitive and entertaining for like the career mode side of things. I think if you're trying to go fast and do online races and beat your buddies, you make them play on advanced physics and you put standard physics on, because standard physics, it's way easier to go quicker. So that's the plan for today. We're gonna hop in to a time attack, try and hit some hot laps, try to hit some clean goon laps, alright? Keyword there, goon, because they are not going to be perfect. Alright, so we're gonna load into Mantova. That is the plan. I have no idea how this is gonna go. I kind of want to actually try it out on more than one track. I just need to hit clean laps. The worst part is, like, my consistency sucks and it's gonna be hard to actually compare my lap times. Me hitting 2 clean laps, one on standard physics and one on advanced physics, is gonna be tough as it is. But I think just from watching the gameplay, you guys are gonna easily be able to tell that standard physics is easier to go quicker. I mean, standard physics versus advanced, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And I'm excited. I'm actually excited to see how it plays out in the long run. So just to show you guys, come down to race options. Physics are going to be on advanced to start. Everything else is going to stay the same, and we're gonna hop into it. So I play on manual shifting. I do the shifting, manual rider weights, and all that good stuff. Joint brakes are off. When I brake, I mainly only use the front brakes. So I really don't even care to hit like a super fast lap. I think for the most part, I just need to hit a decent lap time. And then once we do that a couple times, kind of compare, maybe I'll run like 2, maybe 3 laps here on advanced physics and get like an average, kind of a standard. And then we can do that to kind of even out the goon mistakes and make it so they don't count as much and make that much of an impact on the overall results here. So advanced physics, it is slippery. You can't actually like attack the corners the way you would necessarily want to. And yeah, you really have to just be kind of focused on throttle control. That's the main thing with advanced physics. Oh, okay. The shifting is on manual, transmission is manual, rider weight is on manual, joint brakes is actually off. So when I hit the brakes, I pretty much only use the front brake. I don't really use the back brake that much. I do use it in certain corners, and it is very, very helpful sometimes on standard physics, actually. On advanced physics, I find, if anything, it just kind of screws you up. So I avoid using that back brake for the most part. Now, I'm not really too worried about hitting super, super fast laps. What I think I am going to do is kind of take 3 laps to try and hit decent lap times. Maybe run 3 semi-clean laps here on advanced physics, and then I'll go ahead and compare, kind of get an average, and then compare those to my 3 average laps on standard physics. I think that is the main goal. I'm gonna try and hit the same lines, but for the most part, I mean, I hit the same lines no matter what, just because I have a flow on these tracks, you know what I mean? Once you get your flow, you kind of keep it. So I don't think hitting different lines is my worry. It's just being consistent and like not crashing. But lap number 1 so far is actually going a-okay here on advanced physics. I know I said earlier maybe I would actually focus on trying to do 2 tracks and then we can compare results from 2 tracks, but I think maybe I'll turn this into a series and maybe we can actually go ahead and start off at Mantova here, coming in with a 143.04. Okay, not bad. Not too bad at all. Almost a 142. Like, so close to a 142. So we can try and beat that now. Oh, okay. So I think that's going to be how we are going to do it today's episode. As you guys can tell from probably the title and the thumbnail, I'm going to focus on Mantova. I know that's probably confusing because I said I'm going to do multiple tracks, but yeah, let's just focus on Mantova. Try and hit maybe 3 decent laps here on advanced physics, 3 laps on standard physics, and we will compare those lap times. And then if this is actually something that you guys actually enjoy, I will go ahead and turn this into a mini series. And hey, you never know what can turn into a good series here on the channel. So I was just doing this for fun, but it clicked on me there. I was like, you know what, if we can turn this into something, why not? Like, why not make it a fun little series? So Mantova episode, oh man, oh no. Return to pit, restart, we gotta try and hit another clean lap. But why not try and start a little series out of it? Have some fun going for some hot laps. And yeah, comparing the different physics options within the game. Lap number 2, let's see if we can make it happen this time. Through the first straightaway here, my lap time is actually pulling away. But I think that's why we need to average it out using like 3 laps, 2-3 laps. Find that average, and then we will compare the average lap time. I need to slow up a little bit for that section so I can flow through here a little better, because I'm just getting sketchy through there, like holy. Through here it's not too bad. Dive to these insides, get on the gas. This corner I know for a fact I hit it a little funky on that first lap. Get on that gas. I'm learning the 450 as well. I'm not very comfortable on it, but I'm learning. It's just gonna take some time. And then the 450 career, man, it's gonna be wild when we start that. It is gonna be absolutely insane. But it does look like lap number 2, as long as we don't mess up going towards the finish line here, it looks like lap number 2 is going to actually be a 142. Wow, okay, 142, 120. I blew this corner, coming way too wide, but man, improving that lap time once again. And I think this lap here is out the door. We're a little too far behind to count it as one of the fast laps. Lap number 3, very comparable to lap number 2 so far. We are just chugging along. I'm actually in front of the Ghost. Oh, little mistake there. Little mistake. I don't think it actually costed me too much time, because we are still running out here just in front of that 142 lap time Ghost. So here we go. We're coming towards what I would call kind of the last final section on the track. So can I hold it together? I think this is actually a pretty good track to do the test on as well, just because these off-camber corners here, you can shred them on standard physics. I know that for a fact. I think if I do finish this lap, we can go ahead and use it as lap number 3, just because it's been fairly consistent, fairly smooth. We haven't been absolutely shredding, but for the most part, I mean, clean lines. That is all that matters. 141, wow. We just keep getting quicker. That was one thing I did have on my mind. It was kind of a worry that was sitting there in the back of my mind. I'm like, the more experience I get on the track, the more time I put on the track, the easier it's going to be. So yeah, that might be kind of a little bias feature there that we gotta just keep in our minds. Because our 3 laps there were 143, 142, and then 141. The 141 was basically a 142. It was pretty dang close to that, but I'm gonna show you guys right now, right here, right now, that advanced physics stands no chance to standard physics. All right, terrible start here for the standard physics lap, but watch this. All right, we are going to shred away from that lap? I actually don't know, man. I'm messing it up. Hitting wonky lines and everything. It was a struggle. It definitely was not easy. But after a terrible start to that lap, I don't know what I was doing. I hit like all of the slow lines off the bat. We're coming towards the end of lap number 1 on standard physics. And it comes across quicker than the quickest advanced physics lap. So now we're going against our standard physics lap. I'm actually surprised. We were running a pretty quick lap on advanced physics. I think this right here, that corner, that's where it messed up our standard physics lap. Last lap, I think this lap is going to be a little quicker, but for the most part, I am actually surprised at with like how well I did on the advanced physics lap. I thought we would have been like seconds, like easily seconds quicker on standard physics. I do think with the start of the lap going a little better this time, we are going to actually be maybe like a second and a half quicker. So I do think, for the most part, standard physics probably gains you a second. Like a second a lap, is that safe to say? I guess we'll have to see here when we come across the finish line. But I really do think these off-camber corners, like look at how quick I got through that corner. And it's not even like a worry here on advanced physics. You just hit the gas and it does not matter. Your back end just slides right around, right? I think that's one thing too, standard physics. It may not be much quicker, but it is a lot easier to ride. Like when I'm playing on advanced physics, I'm thinking about throttle control, thinking about where I'm placing that back end, especially on this track. Like this track has some gnarly sections, 139. Yeah, now we're starting to get quick here on standard physics. So I do think advanced physics is good, but standard physics just has it beat, man. It does. This section right here gets absolutely wild on advanced physics just cause like you're turning, hitting rollers, and it gets gnarly. For the most part, I would say yeah, standard physics is the move, guys. Play on standard physics if you want to go fast. If you want a challenge, like I said right from the get-go, I think advanced physics, it definitely brings you down to that AI level. It really, really does. Now, I'm running a slow lap right now, like a terrible lap time. It'll be interesting to see if this lap time comes off quicker than the advanced physics lap times or not. Especially because we're further behind than I kind of expected to be. Like, I messed up a little bit in our previous lap there, pulling ahead. Even with a mistake in that corner, I just noticed I kind of messed up that corner on that last lap. So this is going to be it. This is going to be the finish line. And yeah, wow, okay. 141, 169. Do I even give it another attempt? I think for the most part, we can conclude advanced physics is not the move, guys. I hopped in my standard physics laps right away. I only did 3 laps and they were, all 3 of them were quicker than my quickest advanced physics laps. No crashes on standard physics. It's way easier to ride when you're playing on standard physics, so that's another thing to keep in mind. Like the off-camber corners on this track, just compare the off-camber corners from the standard physics gameplay to the advanced physics gameplay and you'll notice a huge difference. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, smash that thumbs up button for me. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. What do you guys play on, standard or advanced physics? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you are new. Peace.